there's a hole in the bottom of the seat.
It's the Groupcast Podcast, a show about stuff like stupid jokes and Charlie folks and random ass topics with Case and Wes and special guests like Brett and Danny, Kyle, Riley, LYNX there too. This is their theme song, it's pretty cool. Just don't ask Wes to sing the rest cause he'll forget the words, so sit right down and gather round, but not too close because they were so ugly that everyone died. Podcast.
Hey, welcome to Groupcast.
I feel like something was wrong there. Like, usually there's something wrong. Like, it's mostly Dave,
It's
but...
Dave, yeah.
No, I think this time we've actually got the whole microphone business figured out.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm so
Are we in the
excited.
microphone business now?
We are.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yep.
Come on down to Groupcast Microphones. Specials of 4 microphones for only $27.99.
We might get him working.
That's $2,700, by the way.
Erica, if
We
you
don't-
can move your microphone a little closer.
We only have 3 microphones, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
You sounded like Robin the Frog.
Well, thank you. I have no idea
How's
who
this?
that is.
He's the I guess nephew of Kermit the Frog. He's the guy who goes somewhere over the rainbow.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he's a twat.
That sounded more like Brendan Crick.
As always, I am Big Wes.
Hey, you're Big Wes.
That was Casey.
Hey, that's me.
And beside him is Lennon.
Good day, everyone.
And Erica's over there also.
This is an Erica.
And beside me is Amber.
I'm petting a dog with my foot fingers.
Her foot fingers. And
Those
she's
are-
petting his foot fingers.
Man,
Those are
if
called
only
toes.
I was going to say, if only there was a word for foot fingers. So we just didn't have to say foot fingers all the time. I mean, all the time, I'm walking into the couch was going, I stubbed my foot fingers.
Do you guys think toes would work?
Nah, fuck you.
It's too mainstream.
These are hand toes. Those are foot fingers.
That would be the most fucked up system ever.
It seems like we could be doing this in such an easier way. There must be a better way.
I feel like there's a set of words in the English language that are like that are backwards. They don't need to be, but it's common practice.
Oh, I'm sure.
The parkway and the driveway. Like, you park
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the driveway. You drive on the parkway. Like, why did you have to do
You
that
also
to me?
buy the parkways, Lennon.
What?
Huh?
Buy the part? Oh, is that Monopoly? Is that a Monopoly reference?
Yes,
I
it
buy
is, Lennon.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get it because I usually just buy the shit out of everything.
You're not
Yeah.
allowed to play Monopoly with us anymore.
No, you're not, ever.
He's
I'm
not
Monopoly
allowed
King,
to monop anymore.
baby.
Not Lopoly.
Monopoly.
Not Monopoly.
You're not allowed to monop anymore.
I'm not
Monopoly.
allowed to Monopoly.
Nope.
Oh,
I got something to rant about.
I'm not a
real quick.
Monopoly. Go ahead.
Bringing up that there must be a better way, being like the catchphrase of all
All
commercials.
infomercials. Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
Like
Settle down, Billy Mays.
I was sitting here waiting for you guys to get here, and on the TV was like TV Land stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the old people channel.
Yes.
Where
I like the old people channel.
despite the fact that they play good shows,
Yes.
Right.
except Flipper was on, and that was a weird.
That's a
show.
terrible
That's
show.
weird.
That's
Yeah.
a terrible, terrible show.
The one about the dolphin?
Starring Cary Grant lookalike and his 2 hairless sons.
Interesting description.
That's what I got out of the 5 minutes of me watching that. Oh yeah, there's a dolphin in there somewhere.
For about 5 minutes out of a 30-minute
Yeah.
episode, yeah.
It's just a bunch of stock footage, really. But I watched this commercial. It was, I don't even remember what they called it, but it was like,
A commercial.
well, yeah, well they do call it
What
commercials.
are commercials?
They were selling this product that was like a sock that was supposed to make you not in pain.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, the anti-pain sock.
Like a compression sock,
Yes.
but it had a zipper, and like that was the most revolutionary thing ever.
Yep.
Sock with a zipper.
And they just kept saying the same 2 things. The same 2 things being,
Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
yeah, applied directly to the foot fingers.
Yeah.
Like, the first thing was, these other compression socks suck, and you shouldn't be using them because they don't work. But ours does, because it's got a zipper. You might expect to pay $100, but you only have to pay $19.99.
You might pay $100, but our socks are only $99.99.
1999.
That's thousands, by the way. It's thousands, by the way.
There's an infomercial kind of thing for these weight loss pills, and they go through the whole commercial saying the same line of things over and over.
That's all they're
and
allowed
over.
to say without lying.
I know. It was something like, I don't even remember what order it went in, but it was just the most annoying thing. They're like, say it again! One more time! That's the end!
That's 1-800-GO FUCK YOURSELF. 1-800-GO FUCK
But what was
yourself.
more annoying is the more times they went through it, more people said it at once.
It's my money and I need it now.
Kind of like that.
The other...
Thanks, Montel Williams.
Actually, like, it's sort of like
Is that what that is?
Maybe.
There's this new thing they have now. It's kind of like a compression thing, but it's this band that goes around your leg, and you apply it right to your pressure point on your calf,
Yeah.
and it stops all back pain in this one little, like a ball that's in this strap. So it's
like
ball in a strap.
Ball in a strap, ball in a strap.
It's as
It's
much
ball
fun as
in
one of
a
those
strap.
fucking sock things.
It's
Ball
like, one of those,
strap.
it's like one of those ancient, like Japanese ninja moves where you, like, touch one part and, like, they just die.
Oh, they just crumble. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what this
That's
is,
a
but
little
people are
bit.
like, now I can move!
Attach this band to your ankle and you're God.
That's pretty much how it is.
We can't lower our standards any lower.
Oh,
be
can't
redundant.
we?
There's this one commercial I've seen that goes back and forth. This guy wants to plug in his iPhone, but the cord's too short, so he has it on the arm of the chair beside him. He plugs it in, the iPhone falls off the chair. He picks it up, puts it back on the chair, it unplugs from the wall. And he
There's
just...
got to be a better way.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, if only I could move the chair too quick.
I know, move the chair fucking closer.
It's like commercial world, like whatever land those people are living in, like black and white and faded color.
I think it's
it
called-
must be the most difficult world
Yeah,
to live
it's
in.
called Inconvenienceville.
Like
It
there's
is.
one where a guy has like a bowl of potato chips in one hand and like a drink in the
I
other.
love that one.
Tries to grab the remote on the table and like he just like fumbles with it for a second and they both fall. And he's like, "Oh nuts, not again."
Listen, the only way that's anybody is if the product is for like a third fucking hand. Because most people go, well, I guess I gotta make 2 trips now. Except for this jack off.
No, the guy was sitting in the chair and he's got a bowl of chips and he goes to reach for the phone and while his other hand smacks the bowl and it flies off his lap.
What is this, Stretch Armstrong? He just fucking made of rubber?
That's how it was. His arms
Can
flying
you
everywhere.
not control the rest of your limbs at one time?
Or the woman who goes to open up her cabinets and all of her Tupperware things fall out and she's juggling them and she looks at the camera with like the most...
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe her face, so I won't even do it because they won't be able to
It's
see
not
it.
even a
You need
face
to
anymore.
start describing things, even if you can't do it, because it'll be
It's
funny.
like just it was like the face of actual. It looked like she was horrified, like absolute horror in her face from dropping.
Oh no, my Tupperware!
I saw a product at the beauty supply store that I want to see an infomercial for.
Okay, let's make one.
It is a hairbrush
Okay.
with a slot in the back. You can put your phone in
So you're
it.
gonna say it as a sock.
Whoa!
It comes with a compression sock.
So,
Why have I not heard about this till just now?
Because I just remembered
Because
it.
everything now can hold
Charge
a
your
phone.
phone with your brush. Just plug in the brush to the wall.
Static charge brush.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Could be.
it just doesn't like. If you're brushing your own hair, there's no way you're gonna be able to see it. So it has to be for like a person at a salon. But like, are you working and can't use your phone? Duh!
Are hands too convenient for you?
I think what's even better is this is how the infomercial should go. Are you a hairstylist and never went to school to style hair? Are you in a last minute bind trying to figure out how to do this hairstyle? Get this brush, plug your phone into it, and watch the video as you do it.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Because that's how life
That's
works.
like the one practical use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you can't, see the screen while you're
Yeah,
brushing.
you gotta move your head
Huh?
while you brush it.
It's like
Okay.
that,
I think I got this.
Jeffrey
No, I would
trying
just like to
move.
see someone using that who's actually brushing their hair with it, like
Like in a mirror, like
They're-
trying to text.
Yeah, they look
they
like
have to
they're-
fucking pull exorcist shit, head going through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after about 30 seconds, like the phone is on the floor across the room, screen's half broken, and like the brush is all knotted up in their hair,
it
their
flew
arms
off the
half
brush.
broken. They're like, I don't know what to
And
do.
then they throw off Nickelodeon slime.
And then they need
'Cause
another.
that's what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
And then and that's another infomercial.
yeah.
It's an infomercial going into another infomercial.
The direction.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say here is that there was another commercial that just. I don't know why it makes me angry. It's kind
a lot
of
of
like
them
your
do.
thing. It's kind of like your thing with the holiday.
The lottery.
The
ticket.
lottery commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
slots.
there's. I don't know if you guys
Seriously.
have seen this commercial, but it's guys driving in cars while they're drunk.
Is it comedians in cars getting coffee?
Not quite.
Oh.
Close. These people driving in cars in this like very like.
And the
They're like-
liquid's like up to their neck?
Yeah.
I want to know how they do that.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But-
I wanted that too.
The thing that annoys me is like, well, first of all, they're like swerving like way too much, and like
Yeah.
the guy is like an asshole, and his martini is just eating all of it.
Yep.
Listen, if my car was full of martinis, I'd be eating all those.
And it's like the same guy from the Ford F-150 commercials where like he's like, "Hey, you know you're drinking. You shouldn't be driving."
Is it the Dirty Jobs guy?
Micro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His voice is deeper.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like the cops how they come out of the wall in those commercials. Like you just drive,
Yeah.
you drive by, and then
yeah.
suddenly you see eyes come out
Yeah,
of the
they're
wall,
like fucking
Yeah.
chameleons.
Yeah.
and then the cop car is a whole
Oh, yeah.
fucking chameleon
Yeah,
there.
it's a lot like those commercials. I think they're by the same.
I thought.
Yeah.
I think they were. There was one that was like, yeah.
But the thing that annoyed me is like that commercial came out a couple of years ago and then disappeared, and then it came back.
Yeah.
But the guy who's voicing it is different.
Yep.
Oh, really?
And like when they originally
Now it's Micro.
filmed that commercial,
Yeah.
and they had like the police officer actor saying, "Sir, have you been drinking tonight?" They dubbed that over with the
Yep.
same person saying the same line but in different pitches. And they try to cover it up by the guy being like, "Sir, have you been drinking tonight?" by like lining it up right with the guy saying
Yeah.
it. But they do such a poor job at it. It looks exactly like the guy just took his voice and changed it depending on what cop it was.
Like
So
he's
it's
like he's an anonymous cop. Like he doesn't want anybody to know who he is. He's got one of those voice boxing.
it's like
The next one goes up. Sure, have you been drinking tonight?
that's an exaggerated example, but basically, yeah. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
he's like, "Sir, have you been drinking tonight?" And then it's like,
He's got-
"Sir,
he's got-
have you been drinking tonight?" "Sir,
He's got
have you been drinking tonight?"
his accents. Bro, have you been drinking tonight?
Max Racy's there.
Because we need to go back.
Yeah, let's go back. Can I get in your car without a liquid spilling out of it?
Yeah, come in the moonroof.
I'll come through the window.
How do they make those, by the way? How do they do that?
I know,
It's
right?
not an effect.
No.
It's
Yeah,
not like
it's
an
not.
app. It's not like an app.
No, they're actually sitting there like in
It
Yeah.
water.
might be like they have a car like rig and it's a green screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I've, as a person who does a lot of graphic design stuff and has been working on trying to figure out how people do special effects so that later I can check back on them and go, oh, this is how they did it, and now I know how to do it, so if I
Yeah.
need to do something like this, I can do it too. That's when I've kind of
You want to
studied
fill
little
a car
bit
with
and be
water
like, I
and
don't
sit
know.
people in it?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, you never know.
Aside from that being like really impressive,
Yeah.
I just don't like the fact that they redid it while only changing the voice.
Oh, the remakes are always lame.
Oh,
Remakes
yeah.
are always like
Just-
fucking lame.
I hope they never redo Num Yummy. It's like, Num Yummy!
It's a chipmunk. I don't know what
Seriously.
chipmunk that is.
Hey.
But.
You really like Campbell's, don't you? Well, listen, they're fucking delicious.
They never changed the Campbell soup commercial where the kid's a snowman.
Yeah.
That one's always
They
still
still that
the
same one on, yep.
Yeah.
Also, the one Hershey's commercial where it's like the kisses or the bells.
Yes. Yes.
They keep that one the same for a reason.
They don't
Or
do
the
them.
M&M's and the Santa Claus. That's been on forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do those because like those companies
Nostalgia.
like give their workers bonuses or something like that.
Yeah, Hershey's.
That's what I heard about
Hershey's
Hershey's.
takes their
Budget.
budget for their commercials for Christmas time, and they give it as bonuses to their employees.
Sweet.
Good.
So they just keep using the same one because it's a good fucking.
And everyone looks
commercial.
forward to seeing the jingly
Hershey's is
kiss bells.
is one of those few companies that's not scumbaggy.
Yeah.
The only complaint I have is that since prices go up,
It's
with
too
other
much
stuff,
chocolate. Oh,
Since
what?
prices go up with other stuff like
Chocolate.
beans, they have to lower their standards because
Of course.
the prices are so.
We may not even
Yeah.
have chocolate in 7 years.
Oh, really?
No, word is that like the cocoa tree is just
Word on the street. Go on. Say that again.
the cocoa tree.
Yeah.
They may not be able to plant anymore or like find anymore, and we may run out of chocolate by 2022.
Oh, no.
I told elementary kids that, and they freaked
Why
out.
would you do that?
I feel like that's
Break their hopes
misinformation.
and dreams. I told him I doubt it's true. It's like
And there's no Santa Claus.
It's like that article that came out the other day, and it's like on January 4th when all the planets align at 9:47 in the morning, you'll be able to float around your house.
Did you tell him that too?
And then, but when 9:48 hits, you better be on the ground.
Yeah, the story
Some
was
shit's about to happen.
the story was that at 9:47 exactly in the morning, if you would jump up in the air instead
You
of
get
it
stuck.
taking roughly 0.2 seconds to land, it would take 3 seconds for you to land.
Did anybody test that theory?
It's not happening.
Yeah.
Well, it's just been 3 seconds.
And they're like, hold on, guys. It's not like you're going to float around your house.
That reminds me.
But you'll float in the air for a little bit.
That whole thing reminds me of this book that I have that was written by Dr. Seuss called The Cat's Quizzer. And
Oh, that famous book.
Never heard
yeah,
of it.
exactly. It's like the most sarcastic set of questions possible, and like Dr. Seuss.
Who
like,
do you think you are?
By Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss gave his own answers in the back so you can check them.
Oh.
Like there's one that's like, what would if you jumped in the air and didn't come down? What would be the first thing you would do? Or something like that.
Okay.
It wasn't. That one didn't have an answer, obviously. But
Mine would be scream and pee my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the back of the book, he said, "Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'd go find a ladder." There you go.
You gonna float to a ladder?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, yeah.
Swim in the air, in a ladder?
Air swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I air swim all the time.
Yeah.
You'll be able
And
to
then
in a couple days.
It has like questions like, only like, do people with red hair are the only people who can wiggle their ears?
I can wiggle my ears.
No.
What?
Can you?
You can.
Oh. Can you?
You can, and it scares me
Let
when
him
I
go.
see it.
Yeah.
You can't see it. You can't see it, but it's happening. It's happening all over the place.
That's a little scary, honestly.
I can't do fun things. Like,
I'm
I
gonna say
can't-
that I don't have red ears.
Can't do fun things.
I can't. I can't curl my tongue at all.
You can't do anything, but you can laugh cool.
Can't.
Yeah, there you go. You got that.
My cousin can do the bewitched nose thing.
Can't do
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And he's a witch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could be.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I got my hand stuck in this fluff. And I'm trying to take it out silently.
I'm sorry, I got my hand stuck in this
plastic
fluff.
Bag of
It's a bag of fluff from the craft aisle at
polyester
Walmart.
fiber fill.
And his arm
Shit
is in
that
it.
You put in shit, so it's all soft and plushy.
Sock and
Just put it down.
boppers.
There you go. You don't have to worry about that.
I inadvertently put my hand in it, and then once I realized what I have done in my head, I was like, oh no.
I saw you do it too. I was like,
Well, do you quite often inadvertently put your hand into things?
yes. That's
I love
lemon
Erica.
for you.
Oh, the jury's out.
Ah!
Yeah, that's a little interesting.
I'm sorry,
just
man.
seen
I
that
didn't mean to
before.
put my hand in your vagina. It just kind of fell in
That sort
there.
of happened.
My mom came up to me the other day and was like, "Are those two dating?" And I was like,
Yeah.
No.
I've heard that so many times.
Oh my
You
god.
know,
Yeah.
you guys.
No.
Oh yeah.
But
I think it's the hair. They look
You
at us.
think it's the hair?
No, that's no. Seriously, I've heard people ask just because they're like, "Well, I saw you both had long hair." I'm like, that people have thought that we were dating because of our hair.
That's
Yeah.
fucking stupid. That's the stupidest fucking legitimately
I know,
the
and I
stupidest
looked at him
fucking
like,
thing I've ever
and
heard.
what made
I don't
you come
believe
to
you.
that
I don't believe you're a liar.
Okay.
Hey,
Jackal.
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 Hey, you guys
Jackal.
dating? You both have feet fingers.
good thing you had your laptop
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was almost another spit take. How many
Yeah.
else have we had? Just one?
Oh my god.
I think whatever. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
So
going for a second one.
the day before Christmas Eve, so like the 23rd,
Yeah.
my work had a Christmas lunch that I couldn't go to, but when I went into work, they had extra food, and I was like, "Yay, dinner!" because I didn't pack dinner. And I was eating lasagna, and my
That solved my question. Thank you.
Lasagna?
What?
Sorry, there was a bulb on the tree, on the Christmas tree, that I thought was completely round, and it looked so weird because I couldn't figure out if it was like a 3D effect, but it's flat. And he turned it, and that's how I realized what shit it was.
so it's
Sorry.
lasagna.
Let's get back to the task at hand.
We're eating lasagna, and then this 3D Christmas bulb appeared.
Yeah, okay. So I was eating lasagna, and my manager made me laugh, and cheese shot out my nose.
String cheese?
It was not
Did
string
it,
cheese.
did it end up as string cheese?
It was confetti.
It was ricotta.
Confetti on her
It's
nose.
like that one scene from Big where they're like spraying the string stuff out their nose, out their mouth.
Yeah, so that was weird, and sometimes I still smell cheese.
I bet you do.
I bet you do. I've never had cheese come out my nose.
It's like you're in a therapy and
It's therapy.
it's therapy.
You have dinosaurs too!
Well, clearly,
Wes is holding his
You
stomach.
said
whatever I was gonna say.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
forget the 3D.
Oh my god!
Please explain. Dinosaurs.
For the past couple days, she's had some stomach issues where it sounds like dinosaurs have been living inside of her.
Literally, it was very,
Exactly.
but like worse.
Yes.
Oh shit.
So now every time her stomach growls, or mine, I guess, it's dinosaurs.
Okay.
7.
My-
Are you fucking 7?
Yes.
It's because I just.
I hear dinosaurs and I can smell nothing but cheese.
What has life come to?
I think that means you're dying.
You know when you just like say
Dinosaur
something
cheese.
out of the blue that just it doesn't go out of your head?
Yes.
I just happened to say that my stomach was making noises that put the Jurassic Park soundboard to shame, and after that is when it became dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Because it was a true
All
fact.
right.
The next Jurassic Park movie, they're not going to use any stock footage sounds or anything. They're just going to hook Amber up, just going to put a microphone up to her stomach and not feed her for
No,
2
they
days.
have her swallow the microphone, like
Yeah.
one of those ones on a long string. And
These are true facts about the dinosaur soundboard. Ooh, look, a shiny thing. On the way here, she was being serious about something. I can't remember what it was.
I was saying about it.
I don't either.
I was
She-
trying to say how much I hated something.
Yeah.
I was like, I really hate. Oh, that is so cute.
Yeah. And
And then I finished the
It's nice
sentence.
to know that if I did something to you that made you hate me so much, I could just like flip a coin off in the distance. and you
No.
would forget all
Here's
about
what
it.
you do.
Yeah.
Picture of a dog. Show me a dog.
Okay.
Let me touch a dog. Dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
dog.
I
Nichols.
sent Amber a picture of my aunt's dog, and she immediately responds back, "Is it yours?" No.
Then it's going to be mine.
Well, like I was saying, on the way here, she was being serious about something. She just we stopped at Riley's house to see him for a little bit, and we were coming through Abbottstown, and I don't remember if any of you remember the one place going to Kyle's house that has the white lion statues in their driveway.
Oh, yeah.
We passed that, and she's like, "I hate lions." And I'm like, you know what? I really wish that I could get like a transcript of everything you say on a daily basis, and then just like mail it to Morgan Freeman, and just have him record himself reading like these are true facts about the lions.
Also, my knee pits are sweaty.
Your knee pits?
My knee pits.
This is my life
Does this
now.
have a title? What is this title?
It probably does.
The underknee.
I don't know what it is.
In Pole, we call it the knee pit.
Can we get to my story, please?
Oh my god!
Yes,
I
we've been
was
waiting forever.
Before you start,
Yes.
I want to say, why the fuck does everything happen to us on like a Sunday? All we record on a Saturday,
We should
and then
start
we
having-
have to sit on it for like 6 days. Or in the case of your book,
It happened on a Wednesday.
13
Yep.
days.
It happened on a Wednesday before we took a holiday off. So
Yep.
I've had time to tell this story. So there's no tears,
Oh, yeah,
no.
Merry Late Christmas.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy holidays for those of
For those
non-Christmas
of you
people.
Chanukah.
I will introduce the story
Okay.
to get to why you were.
Oh, I do want to. Speaking of Chanukah, I have informed my grandma that she has a menorah in her house.
She does.
And she didn't even know it was a menorah. Like, it's, you know them bubble lights? They're like, you can get them as Christmas tree lights. But there's like, it's like a little base, like half the size of a golf ball, and then it looks kind of like a candle, and then it bubbles. Apparently they make like actual light bulbs like that, and she has this base that it's 9 wide, and like each one gets progressively taller, and then there's one peaked in the middle. And I'm like, that looks a little suspicious. And I looked up a menorah, and a menorah is like that, only a little bit different.
Yeah.
I'm like, Grandma, you do realize you have a menorah, right? And it's like, it's not a menorah. It's just a light thing.
And it's just bubble light.
And I showed her the picture. She goes, well, happy Hanukkah then.
I imagine for years she's been walking in the room going, something Jewy is in here. I can't quite put my finger on it. She's like touching the menorah.
She's like petting it like a cat. Like, I don't know what this is, but it's very pointy, and it hurts me.
Wes, why don't you have a truck anymore?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
she's gonna start the story.
It's kind of my fault.
It's not.
Okay, well,
Great, thanks, Amber.
I was not actually. It's okay.
Did you see lions?
She saw lions. Yeah.
Doggies. No, but okay.
Lion doggies.
So I was having a bad day.
Dogs wearing manes.
It was Tuesday night. My car started to be a Badook. I tried to say butthead, but Badook came out.
Badonkadonk.
I'm all for that word.
Everyone's becoming me.
Yeah.
So I was upset because my car was being stupid and was stalling, and then my ex, my kind of boyfriend.
What?
That's what we're gonna call him.
So horrible, he caused you to have 2 chins.
Yeah.
He sucks.
He's a lion.
He sucks. But so he was like up on my dick all night, and I was just like, go away.
Why did that catch me off guard so much?
Anyway,
Okay.
so I didn't sleep. I got 2 hours of sleep, and then I got to school. I locked my keys in my car,
Oh shit.
and it stalled when I got in the parking lot. And I knew I needed to get parts fixed and stuff, so I was having like the worst day. I had to swap cars with my mom, and I called him on the way because I had school 9 to 4:30, and then I had work 5 to 11.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just want food, but I don't want to go get food, and I just want to sit and cry. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So he, being him, decides,
Nice.
I'm going to bring you food. You're in Gettysburg. That's an hour away. You're not bringing me food. No, I'm going to bring you food.
Was my response.
He shat himself and then went got food.
Well, we're on the phone, so it doesn't
Yeah.
need to be typed.
But how do you spell that?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll put it in
God.
speech to text.
Well, he
Okay,
says that
yeah, I'm
often.
looking forward to this.
Go ahead.
So,
Well, if you're going to speak it, she can't be
Yeah, I
the
can't
one
really.
talking.
okay, ready?
part.
Go. Oh, dinosaurs.
Nope, didn't work.
Aw.
It can't be spelled. I'm sorry, guys.
It can't be spelled.
Do
So,
it slower.
he volunteers to come and bring me food, and I was like, bring me whatever, I don't care, just surprise me, just come and hug me, that'll make me better. And so I thought I
How'd
saw
that work out?
well,
Alright,
hold your story.
I just want to take a second. I'm willing to drive. It's a 2-hour round trip.
Yeah.
Stop it!
I heard that.
It's a 2-hour round
I hope
trip.
that picks up on the audio.
It went.
There's no way it didn't.
If I heard it over here, it picked up.
It's a 2-hour round trip. Probably about half an hour, I got her a Sheetz burrito. Probably about half an hour standing at Sheetz getting her food. 10 minutes of, here's your food, hugs and kisses, and then leave.
The Sheets people gave you hugs
No.
and kisses?
No, with her.
Oh.
Here's
I'm
your
willing-
phone, we love you.
I'm willing to go through all of this.
Just for me. He's a keeper.
He's
Sorry, ladies. But anyway,
oh man.
Sorry, ladies, this one's taken.
Casey's so upset. But anyway, so
I still love you.
I think I see him pull in the parking lot of my work, and a half an hour later, he's still not in the door. So I'm thinking he went to the McDonald's right next door and is standing at the like bored going, oh my god, we've never been to McDonald's. What would she eat? I don't know.
Turns out it's nothing because she doesn't like McDonald's.
It's not a jackal.
Not a jackal.
Do you have a jackal? Because my
what?
girlfriend loves them.
Actually, yeah.
Here! And it's like, or whatever the sound
It's a turkey.
Oh my god.
So I call him from the work phone, which I'm glad I did because we're not allowed to
Yes.
have our cell phones out,
Yes.
and he didn't have that number.
No.
And I was like, hey, are you okay? Like, are you in the parking lot? He's like, no, I'm at Sheetz. I'm like, oh, okay, I swear I saw your truck. Not my truck. Oh, okay, good. So now he can tell you what happened
Yes.
after this.
Meanwhile,
the Sheets I was at she works like a mile from the Sheets on the
Prospect.
off Prospect Road.
Yeah.
I did not know that there was a new Sheets there. Stop it!
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Same here.
It's his
That's
butt.
us.
The dog hates sheets.
Yeah.
Okay, so he went to the one in Centerville, which
Yeah.
is close to my house.
Yes, because
Because he knows that place.
that was the closest one my GPS on my phone told me to go to.
Yeah.
Because it hadn't recognized the new one off Prospect.
The new one had just opened.
So
Still have to be-
I make my way down and everything, and I'm going under the speed limit because I'm unfamiliar with the area.
Yeah.
It's dark. I'm just like, I know it's here somewhere. I'm not going to miss it because I tend to miss things in the dark.
Yep. Me too.
Settle down.
My song knows what you did in the dark.
Okay.
Anyway, there's like no one in this intersection. It's like 10 minutes to 9.
Never was.
And there's one person up at the light. It turns green. I'm in the backfield. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to gun through it, but I'm not going to like grandpa my way up there. And I don't know what happened. I didn't really see a whole lot of anything. All I remember is getting hit. I went into a 180-degree rotation. I was going through the light this direction. She came and hit me on my driver's side in the front driver wheel, and I went left to right around. Before I went through the intersection, it's 3 lanes. It's a left and a right turn lane, and then the straight center lane.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the intersection, it's just one single lane. I made my rotation in the intersection, and I came to a rest, perfect dead center at the line of the opposite left turn lane.
Wow.
Halfway through my rotation, this is how I described it because this is how it happened. It was tires screeching, a thud, a handful of gold glitter was thrown in my face, and then I stopped. And
Were you hit by Charles Nelson Riley?
what had happened was, halfway through, my tire exploded. There was a big tear half the diameter of my tire.
Yeah.
The tire pulled off the rim after it exploded. It apparently caught itself underneath its own weight, ripped off the frame of my truck, the whole wheel assembly and everything. I have not seen it. My grandpa has not seen it. The people that towed my car and the officers and all the fire police and everyone there have never seen an entire wheel assembly be pulled off a car before.
Wow.
Congratulations.
I'm an anomaly.
Reminds me of the time that my wheel got shredded.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? Maybe it's me. Like, I shred tires.
You could.
Like, I'm always a
I'm never
You're
doing
dinosaurs.
anything for you.
You're dinosaurs
But anyway.
shredding tires.
Anyway, it was tire screeching, the tire exploded, then pulled off. The handful of glitter was my frame dragging against the ground.
Yeah.
And the sparks. It was like a handful of glitter. It wasn't like all over the place. It was just, alright, we're done.
Huh.
And then I came to a rest, and where she hit me, where the fender meets the door, flared out a little bit, and they were already out of their car. And these 2 girls didn't look very old. They looked, maybe they were about to graduate high school. Maybe they graduated within the last year.
Yeah.
Did they run this light, or?
Yeah, they
would've had to.
ran their red light.
Yeah.
I was going straight through, and then they had a red light from the opposite.
Yeah.
Fucking cunts.
Yeah.
Fucking cunts.
They were already out of their car, and I go to open my door, and my door only opens like enough that I can slide my arm out. So
He is not arm-sized.
So a normal person.
I get to do something that I've always wanted to do, and I unbuckled, and I kicked my door the fuck open.
Nice.
And I slid out, And the both of them are running up and they're like, "Oh my God, sir, are you okay? I'm so sorry. Are you? I'm fine. And like I'm on my shit. I'm not hurt at all or anything.
Yeah.
Your
Very
security
lucky.
guard days come back.
Yeah.
You know how fast you were going?
Well, they're like, "Oh my God, are you all right?" And I'm like, "I'm fine." Are both of y'all fine? Because the collective of you two don't even make up one of me. And if I'm okay, you're definitely not. And the driver was all like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Was it my fault? Like, if it was my fault, you could be honest. Like, I don't even know what happened." And like immediately, she just like curled up in a ball and just on the ground in the middle of the intersection. I was like,
Dear God.
"Like, you can't do this."
Arms and legs are straight up.
Yeah. So her friend picks her up, and then like a police officer just passed me like 45 seconds prior to this. So he just like whipped a hard U-turn and right back.
He was probably waiting for this his whole life. He's like looking in the rear mirror. He's like,
Yeah.
"This is my chance to
Back
I
there.
saw a dude kick open a door. That was awesome.
I want to kick up the door now."
But I was immediately on the phone, and they're doing whatever they were doing with them. But the officer finally gets to me. I call my dad to let him know what happened. I called her, and the phone conversation with her
Are
went.
you still hungry?
No, it's even better.
It went, "Hey," she goes, "Did you get lost or something?" I'm like, "No, just bear with me for a second. You didn't happen to see all them fire trucks and ambulances and cop cars come from your direction because they came from her direction."
Oh, yeah.
I said, "No, why? Why?"
First of all, calm down. I'm fine.
I am dead, speaking to you from beyond
My
the grave.
truck is not, but that was me. I was in a little bit of an accident. Again, I'm fine. My truck's not. But as soon as I get cleared to leave the scene, I'm going to come down, and I'm going to
Somehow.
I'm still going to.
I'm gonna walk.
I'm gonna come down and you're still gonna get your food and everything's gonna be okay.
Actually, just no. When you get cleared, you're gonna call me, and I'm gonna come pick you up.
Well, she's at this point crying and everything. I just let her cry for a little bit.
He was like, "I can hear you not breathing. You need to breathe."
Yeah, and I'm like, when I get cleared, I'm just gonna walk down, or if one of the officers will be so kind as to give me a ride down, that'd be cool. She goes, "Oh, Can I come and pick you up?" I'm like, "Honestly, I don't want you driving when you're upset. I mean, I love you and everything, but I don't want you to get in an accident too." I hear, "Hold on."
The bouncy
I'm
castle
fine.
party.
I'm okay. I can come pick you up. She puts her phone down and she just deep breathes. She just deep breathing exercises. "I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm all right. All right, fine. You can come pick me up. That's all right."
The thing you need to remember is that I didn't sleep. I had literally drank an entire energy drink, and
I drank in that drink.
I have a soda in my hand, guys. I'm
I
a soda. So I had drank an entire energy drink, and then 2 liters of Mountain Dew
Christ.
Full energy.
in one day.
That's like
So,
enough.
not
That's,
even-
83 more.
so
that's enough to stop a heart.
That's
yeah.
not even enough for me.
So when he tells me he's in an accident, I slump to the floor against cabinets, and I'm like,
Oh my God.
Why are you laughing?
my supervisor,
It was the dinosaur.
No. It gets better.
my supervisor goes, "Are you laughing or crying?" I was like, "I think I'm crying."
She says she goes into rigor mortis.
So then I get off the phone with her, and then the officer pulls me aside. Stop shaking.
I can't. I can't. The story makes me sad.
The officer pulls me aside and says, "I need your license, registration, and everything." I said, "Well, I have my license."
You
and my
got
wallet.
it.
But my registration and insurance is in my glove box. He goes, "Okay, well, let's walk over there and get it." And me being in the left turn lane, he's right next to me. He's parked next to me in the straight line. I figured, well, there's like 5 other cop cars there. Fire truck just pulled up. An ambulance is about to pull in. A second one eventually came, and then and 2 tow trucks came to take our cars away. So I'm like, it didn't even cross my mind. Like, well, they have it pretty much shut down. I could just walk out. I go to step off the little curve thing, and he grabs a hold of my jacket, pulls me back,
No,
and
one
a
of
car
those. Oh.
and a car just like drives by. It's not like he was zooming through, but like he just goes through, and he looks at me. He's like,
Your truck.
"Are you sure you're okay?" I said, "Honest to God, officer." And this is going to sound really stupid, and I put my hand on his shoulder and go, "I work for Flagger Force, so just stepping out in the middle of traffic doesn't really faze me at all." And I lean in close. I'm like, to be honest, like,
Get away from me.
I got some friends in this area. Like, I can make a couple calls, and I can shut down this intersection for you, and like I could flag it and everything for you.
Flag it.
And he,
Clever guy.
and he starts
Suddenly Wes is, and then suddenly Wes goes, "My time is coming."
he starts laughing, and he's like, "Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's make sure we get all your information and you're all right and everything. And plus, that's what the fire police are here for." I'm like, dude, fire police suck at flagging. That's why I was in this accident. This is for me to work out with you.
God said it was my time to flag.
Does God have a flag for me?
But then when
flag.
we walked over to get my registration and everything, there was a fire police guy sweeping up all the debris and everything, and he puts my whole wheel assembly in the bed of my truck, and he just lugs it in there. He goes, "Well, I found your problem, buddy." I go, "What's that?" He goes, "You're driving around without a front wheel." I don't know how the hell you do that, but
That
hey.
guy's only joke.
You punched him, right?
No.
I would have been like, wait, you can't do that?
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
I think
no.
the thing that before that, he was like, he had a flashlight, he was like really looking around. Then he notices the tire over and it's like, "Well, there's your problem."
I
He had like
didn't even.
glasses, the forward-backward hat thing going, like
the
a
Sherlock Holmes
magnifying
hat?
glass.
What's
Like,
the Sherlock now?
It was
yeah,
Sherlock.
of course
yeah.
he's Sherlock. He's looking for
What
something.
Sherlock?
I didn't even.
Sherlock.
All right.
Holmes was under the truck.
Stuff.
When I kicked open my door and I ran to the middle of the intersection to make sure these girls were all right, I didn't immediately realize that it was my tire. I thought the tire was just there, like
Lancaster.
Someone
like
dropped the tire.
tires are meant to be in the middle of the road.
You didn't
It's like,
notice
that's
that you were,
not
like,
mine. That's
completely-
supposed to be
You
there.
were completely tilted to one side.
Yeah. But yeah. Fuck.
So he gets
Oh.
cleared.
Third
Because it was
person
all
I
her
called.
fault.
I called my dad. I called her. I called my office.
Uh-huh.
It was like 10 o'clock at night. They hadn't scheduled me for the next day yet.
You could pick 3 people.
I'm number 2. Dad is number 1.
Well, only because he was an hour away.
Yeah, that's true.
And I wanted them there as fast as possible. Anyway, I called my office. I'm like, "Hey, I don't know who I should be talking to. If you could direct me to someone, I know it's late, but just bear with me. I'm just going to start talking, and wherever you feel is attractive enough to start typing down notes and making emails to whoever you need to make emails to. That's cool. Go right ahead." They're like, "Okay, what's going on, Wes?" Like, I was just in a personal vehicle accident in Lancaster. My truck is now totaled. I haven't been rescheduled for an assignment tomorrow.
I'm gonna go try LSD.
Would it be possible if I could take at least the next 2 days off to get my personal effects and everything in order and everything with my insurance all set up and everything?
No.
No.
No, you gotta be here
Report
now.
at work at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
You were just in an accident. Yes, ma'am. And it was your personal vehicle. Yes, ma'am. It is now totaled. The one wheel was ripped completely off the frame. Wow. First of all,
Truck's okay, right?
First of all, are you okay? Yes, ma'am, I'm all right. Other than the hurt and the pain of losing my truck, I'm completely and 100% physically okay.
Other than the bone coming out of my leg. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
I can still flip
She-
signs if you want.
And she just goes, "Are you sure?" "Yes, ma'am, I'm okay." What prompted you to call the office? Because first of all, I know it's protocol that we have our own personal vehicles to do office things, and I no longer have one, so that felt like it was like a need to know basis at that point, and you needed to know that.
Yeah.
It's the need to know basis.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware that once I file my insurance claim, that they're going to be calling me day and night, and I'm not going to be able to answer when I'm on the road. She goes, "I've never heard or been a part of anything like this.
I'm I'm just gonna type some fancy words.
I am going to send an email out to everybody and let them know what's going on. And I'm like, okay, cool, that'd be really appreciated. I do have the next 2 days. You have the next 2 days off, and I'm really glad that you're okay. And I'm sorry for your loss. And if you need anything else, you just call us to let us know. We'll try to accommodate you as such. I'm like, cool, thank you. I really appreciate it. And they're like, you have a safe night. I'm like, oh, I will try from now
I will
on.
now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is
And
that all?
Why didn't I call you earlier?
Is that all, or do we have another 8 minutes of exposition?
well, I had a meeting on Tuesday. This
Okay.
is like a week, almost a week after.
What?
What?
Go ahead.
You're skipping parts.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The only other part that I
She's
really
letting the air out.
Oh yeah.
is when I went to actually pick him up, he walked like 10 feet down the street, so he wasn't
It wasn't
at
10
like,
feet. It was like half a mile.
It was
Okay.
not
Sure.
but
We'll split the difference.
Yeah.
so I pull in like halt to just throw it in park, get out, and like
And her transmission
I
falls out.
it was,
Now what are we gonna do?
it was my mom's car, luckily. So, but I tried to calmly say, he's sitting on the sidewalk. I tried to calmly say, "Can you stand up so I can hug you?" But it came out, "Stand the fuck up! I'm gonna hug you."
I didn't think that was the part you were going to say. I got to meet all of her work friends and everything, and we told them that I totaled a truck for a burrito just for her.
For a burrito.
Yeah,
It was a burrito.
yeah. So everybody loves me now. But I had a meeting on this past Tuesday, and this is the first time anyone in the office has seen me since my accident. And it's like I'm the angel of death. Like, nobody really wanted to interact with me, but all they wanted to do was just come up and give me a hug and, like, make me feel better. So it was, I hate not having a truck. I hate the fact that I did lose my truck, but I love
dead,
that.
Jim.
I love that feeling of being the angel of death in my office. And I do believe I deserve an award. I talked to one of my supervisors because I believe I am now leading.
Give you a purple flag.
I'm leading accidents in the office in the month of December because I hit a deer in my work truck at the beginning of the month, and then I had my personal vehicle accident like 2 weeks later.
2 bookends of suck.
Just
Yeah.
start.
So what's the
amending-
insurance?
There's our title.
What's the insurance going to do about it? Like, how
Her, the other girl, they're taking 100% liability for everything.
Wow,
they, good. At least they
Damn right.
fucking admitted it.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Because she said,
Clams in the right.
"Was this my fault? If
Yeah.
it was my fault, you can tell me. I don't really know."
Yes! Yes!
Yes, it was your fucking fault. But anyway, so they're 100% liable, and
They've been closed for the past 2 days because of Christmas. So I left.
My problem that we'll get to later.
I left a voicemail.
Yeah, that
so
story.
you don't
continues.
know
Get out
yet
there.
how much the insurance will cover for a
The,
new
the
car.
Great Cheeseburger Caper continues,
Oh,
but
Well, hopefully they can
Does
get
it?
you a new
first
car.
a
Yeah.
little bit. But
oh, they
still,
will. Yeah, I'm done. Go.
Yeah.
You're good. Go.
You're
Go.
gonna call it out.
On to the cheeseburglar incident.
3 o'clock.
In a second, what's your thing?
My thing?
Yeah,
Good thing.
you were gonna say a thing.
Not really.
No, he was trying to tell me to wrap
Great
it up.
Cheeseburger Caper of 2014 to 2015.
Yes.
I'm trying to gather evidence because it's come to that now.
Wow.
Okay,
So you did actually get a hold of them after you got that letter.
So let's back it up.
Oh yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Jesus.
Yeah, it has been 2 weeks,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did get a hold of them, and they were like, "I told you guys about the fingerprinting, right?
Yes.
No? Wait,
Fingerprinting.
no.
Yes.
No.
I don't remember hearing about it.
Okay, let me back up to when after I got the citation. I know.
Shut
I
up,
have
Lennon.
more things to talk about other than this.
I like how every time I try to do something subtly, everybody goes, "What's Lennon doing?" We're gonna say what Lennon's doing all the
Because you
time.
keep doing it.
Rolling.
Just
Rolling.
take a breather.
Rolling
Let it
on
finish.
the river. Why are you biting me?
Because you keep waving your arm in my face hole.
Anyway, Casey.
Fingerprinting.
So, after I got the citation, I called the judicial office at the college.
The Jew office.
Where's our menorah? My grandmother came in and took it.
Now she has light bulbs on it.
And yeah, I couldn't get a hold of them because the woman who was in charge of judicial affairs and the person who represents the students in college hearings were both out for a week.
Of course they were.
They had left the day before I called them.
Were they dead, Jim?
They were dead, Jim.
Maybe.
To you, at least.
Their secretary answered, and she was the one I told everything to.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it because the college usually drops those charges anyway, so it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "Yeah, because I thought this was a prank in the first place." And she's like, "Yeah, don't worry about that." Like, as if trying to avoid, like, "Yeah, this is really stupid. We don't want to talk about it."
Yeah.
And so the magistrate said, "Well, we're not going to let you, for whatever reason, we're not going to let you have a hearing with us until you do fingerprinting." So I'm like, whatever, let's just get that done. I go to the...
They could just check your fingerprints from your clearances?
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to do. But they're like, nope, you got to do new ones.
Oh,
You might have new fingerprints.
You might have your fingerprints.
You might have cut your fingertips off and rearranged them. I saw a show once.
I did that once.
I might be a man in black.
Max Racy Belt Sander.
It does.
So I went to campus police
Uh-huh.
the following Wednesday or something like that. I walked in and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, we'll get an officer in here sometime shortly so you can get your fingerprinting done." He walks in and he's like, "So, you're the famous cheeseburger case." I'm like, "Yup." And someone's knocking on the floor.
Yes, they are.
The ceiling floor.
The ceiling floor. And I was like, "Yup. Can you please tell me why?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know what's going on. They don't tell us anything."
Just keep going.
It's unsettling. I'm like, "Can you tell me about evidence or what's the whole deal here?" And he's like, "I don't know, but there have been 5 other cases in the past month or 2 months or so.
Christ.
Same things.
God.
The Anchor, the place that I once worked at, and the meal place that I go to frequently, but not that frequently because I live across campus now,
Yes.
has decided that they don't have enough money. And the only reason they don't have enough money, obviously, is because people are stealing from them. So if they can't... This is what the officer told me. He was like, "Yeah, this is ridiculous." He's like, the only reason that they're prosecuting is because they think that they've been suckered. So anytime they even think that somebody is stealing something from them, they will prosecute.
Jesus Christ.
5 separate cases, at least I think.
Were they all employees?
No, I don't work
That
there.
would have been interesting.
Yeah, that
or
would
at
have
least
been
former
interesting.
employees?
I don't know that. It could be, but I have no idea.
That'd make more sense because
I don't-
then
Yeah.
how would they be able to narrow it down to you?
Yeah.
Let's look at our past employees of the last
The
few
things
months.
the things that I do know are that the people who have had this similar case in the last semester, those cases have all been dropped. And also that someone reported me, but I don't know if they have evidence or if it was a management or
they
anything.
just dialed a number. That's the one.
I feel like they did.
Yeah.
It almost feels that way.
Like they call me.
This one looks like a hoodlum.
Yeah.
Go there!
You know what would be some shit?
What?
If someone came across our podcast and they heard you make a passing joke and maybe stealing something from where you work, and that's incriminating evidence. That's incriminating elephants.
Your noises are weird.
Book him, Dano.
Yeah. The people who the Office of Judicial Affairs person. This is my next goal, is to try and get a hold of this person.
Yes.
Still haven't heard from her.
Yeah.
I've been sending message after message saying, "Evidence? Anybody? I'm going to a hearing. I kind of need that."
Yeah.
And they haven't heard from them. Now here's some shit.
Oh, shit.
I went to my family's Christmas Eve party on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
Believe it or not. I have a very Republican uncle
Yes.
and a very stern, no-nonsense grandfather.
And they're going to represent you as
And they
your
got
lawyers.
pissed. I was telling my cousin, who looks, acts, and sounds exactly like Bernie Burns. Also, his name is Byrne.
Nice.
So,
Oh my God.
It's pretty cool.
I want to hang out with this person.
I was telling him, he's a cool guy. I was telling him that I want to make this into a joke that I can do for stand-up. And I wanted to workshop with him. He's like, tell me the story because this sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And I told him, and then my uncle and my grandpa were both like, that's not funny. You need to do something about that immediately. And they got into this huge argument. I was like, I want to go somewhere else.
You start tap dancing out.
This is The Price is Right.
One of them was like, you need to counter against that right now. You need to get somebody to represent you.
Oh my god.
Do I?
It's a little too much.
Keep in mind, this is $3.75 we're talking about.
Yeah. If it comes down to it, all you do is pay almost $4.
Yeah, it's more incriminating to them than it is to me because they have to pay charges to file a case.
Yeah. So they're wasting even more money that they're already losing.
But we're slightly changing topics here.
Okay.
Speaking of my cousin,
Burns?
Burns?
Yeah, Burns. Let's gonna call him that.
Mr. Burns?
Is that. So,
Excellent.
we all got stockings for our family get
You
together.
get a cheeseburger in yours.
That would have been hilarious.
Oh, that would have been the
but
best.
nobody knew about it until.
I got this for you about 2 months ago. I don't remember if I paid for it or not.
Oh, wouldn't that have been amazing? So everybody got a personalized gift, and my brother got this bacon-shaped tin full of bacon-flavored jelly beans.
Ew.
And we were everybody.
That's the most novelty thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It gets better.
Yeah.
We were I
There's
think
a bacon dildo.
everybody
right?
was I think we need to try this. And he's like, okay, I'll pass them around because there are plenty. And the first one who got to try it was my other cousin. And she put it in her mouth and we're like, so how is it? And she just makes this face that I can't even replicate or describe. It was as if her entire face was trying to escape itself. And just every muscle just went, "Ugh!" And she just goes, and Bern puts out his hand. He's like, "Give me here." And she goes, "Ugh." And he goes, "All right." He just puts it away, totally straight faced it, and we're like, "What?"
Who's
Now, we didn't see
next? Are there
this.
any of these left?
Yes.
I need one.
I need one too.
I don't like bacon, so
I'll
never
go
mind.
ask.
I'll take 4.
Well, you're in luck because it doesn't taste like bacon.
Oh, okay.
It tastes like an old shoe.
I love
I want
shoes.
to try it now.
After
Oh, they
tasting
know I
bacon.
love
Alright.
grilled shoe.
So I want to say right now,
Okay.
when this podcast is over, video.
Okay. So, yeah, we didn't see that. We saw that face just a little too late because as we were passing it out, everybody kind of she was first, and then everybody else had it.
Yeah.
God damn, it was awful. It somebody had said it tastes like an old shoe. You're not wrong.
I'm excited for this now.
Me too.
It was, it was something. One of my other cousins was like, "That's my Christmas present," and we're like, "Yup." My favorite part though was just how Bern just straight faced it. He just went, "Give me here." He holds out his hand.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks.
Yes.
You see, Theo, the bacon jelly beans are not the bacon flavored. They taste like an old shoe.
I'm not having one because I've already gone through that torture.
I want to have one.
I want to have all of them.
Okay. At once. Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yes.
If your mouth tastes like an old shoe, there will be no kissing.
Yeah.
I will not kiss an old shoe.
Again.
Neither will I.
All right. So we're almost at time already.
Yeah.
So
Hold on.
bye. Don't be too loud.
Hope you find your
Don't be
mom.
too quiet now. I'm just gonna run through my topics as fast as possible, and then we can just move on from them.
Okay.
The interview, yay or nay? What do we think? I
I
want to see it
haven't
so
seen
bad because of
I
all the
I
stuff.
wanna see
I couldn't
it.
care.
I
Either way, I don't
generally
care.
don't care because it's just a bunch of stupid hype.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it anyway.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah, so have I.
I'm not caring about the
I've heard
the
it's
whole
bad.
issue.
I've heard it's good. I don't care.
I probably would have wanted to
watch
see
it.
it otherwise, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
I would have gone to see it anyway.
Also, there was the whole thing for like 2 days or whatever. Hackers had completely taken down Xbox Live and PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting, which makes me wonder if we're entering a really interesting age of the internet where we're going to see a bunch of these little fringe hacker groups pop up and just fuck shit up.
Yep.
Probably.
It's going to be an issue for
Well,
a
you
while.
know, there was the whole like hacking of PlayStation
Well,
a while ago.
Right.
Like,
But that happens a lot. But I wonder if we're going to see it more often in more places, which would be a very interesting thing.
Why do you think that?
I just think it's kind of now becoming the cool thing that a lot of idiots are going to start doing.
Like how before in like the 90s with that movie Hackers, where like a dude plugs in a thing
Well,
to
yeah.
the wall and be like, I'm in, and he starts
Not
typing.
like that, but I think that
Because
we're going to
during
start seeing these groups of people show up, and they're just going to mess with shit because they feel like they can mess with shit.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
But
during,
then at
during
the same
that
time, I also think we're going to see groups of people show up to counteract those people who will mess with stuff, and we're going to have like this war.
cyber superheroes.
A little bit,
Exactly.
more or less. Yeah, that's exactly what I think we might end up
Cyber
with for the next
slappers.
like 5 years.
Cyber slaps.
World War
Is
III
it
is
Charlie?
gonna
Being
is
led
gonna
by
happen
Charlie?
online.
Where the cyber slaps?
There
Take
you go.
all those goddamn Democrats down.
Well, working at Planet Fitness, I know, like, we have their people's cards on file.
Yeah.
We're constantly having people coming in saying that, oh, you know, the
Oh, don't you know?
insert other place that someone has once shopped,
Target.
scandal. Target, Lowe's, Kmart,
Yeah.
Walmart, like,
Yeah.
everywhere is having a scandal.
Yep.
And,
Right.
like, so I'm not surprised if it's the internet, too.
It's
Yeah,
popping up, yeah. It's a thing that's
It was bound to
happen, and I think we're about to see a lot of stuff go down with that.
Because last year with the Target one, everyone got everyone had to be issued new
Yeah.
credit cards.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yep. Next, the new Starbound album came out,
Bound.
and I got to listen to it. I said to you before, Casey, that
Yeah.
it was very good, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
Slightly.
It's just as good. When I said that, I only listened to it like twice. It's just as good.
Only
I
twice.
enjoyed it.
They got great songs, dude. They got really good songs on it. It's pretty good. And then the last thing is that Casey and I, on my channel, we're starting to do Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. That game is horrible.
I want to like it. I really do.
I'm the same way.
I want to like it. It looks so nice.
But it's a tutorial every 5 feet
Oh,
about
God.
stuff that you should know how to do without
From
needing
what
a
I
tutorial to
understand-
do it. It took me 2 episodes to learn how to do the little roll. And it's the lamest. You shake the nunchuck.
Wow.
Not the pointy Wiimote, the nunchuck. You shake it. You shake it and it's horrible. It's god awful. There's a kid rolling into a tree. And it's like, oh, well, this is the rolling thing. And it's like, all right, I'm trying to figure out how to roll. I'm not doing it. Maybe I can talk to this kid. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't talk to the kid. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll just figure it out. I walk like 3 feet, and he's like, hey, you want to learn how to roll? Yes, I do. And then he told me, and I'm like, I wish you hadn't told me. We've recorded 5 episodes so far. I very much enjoyed the 5th episode. Because
Are you the Skyward Sword?
we kind of gave this character a personality. That was a great personality.
That was
Uh-huh.
great.
Next How to Play is coming out first, but then they'll start rolling out. It'll
We
be good.
basically just, for that whole episode, we just kept naming everything the Skyward Sword. Because at one point I was like, yeah, they haven't mentioned what the Skyward Sword is, even though they're like, this is a sword, and
Yeah.
you raise it skyward. No! I want to hear somebody say Skyward Sword. So we were just pointing out
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Oh yeah, this block of stone with a gem in it, that's the Skyward Sword.
There was like 3 episodes before there was any sky or swords in the game whatsoever.
Yeah.
Which should tell you a little bit. Our first mission is to save a cat from a roof.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cat roof.
It's
That's the
it was
first
like
thing in the game
It was
they
like a
do.
raccoon cat.
Yeah. And then I tried to throw it and it wouldn't let me. I threw it later though.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
You
I
just
just
dropped it
went
off
to a
the
cliff and went, nah. It was pretty funny. When those come out, it's going to be really good.
It is.
Now I'm done. Does anybody else to say?
Yeah.
Stop that.
Oh,
Last Sunday,
what?
Wes,
Quit.
Casey,
Lightning fast.
Les,
Let's go.
don't rush me. You make noises.
Last Sunday,
Yeah, that's
last
right.
Sunday, Amber, Casey, and I went to Sky Zone. It's an indoor trampoline park.
Amber
But
got trapped in
No
foam
skies
tubes.
or zones.
No,
I literally got trapped inside of foam
A foam pit.
and I had to
throw a
be
rope.
sent a rope.
Yes.
They wouldn't let Wes just yank me out
Yeah.
because he could do such.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They had to throw me a freaking rope.
Also, Amber is a champion at dodgeball.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Dude, I spent like 5 minutes dodging balls. It was mean. Oh god. But afterwards we went and got burritos, and then I slept for 2 hours. It was the
Yes.
best day ever. End
Yeah.
of show.
I got one more
Well
thing.
done.
I got one more thing, and then we can
Okay.
be done.
You know what?
Hang on.
Although your thing, guys, I'm so good at dodging balls. Did we ever talk? That was 2 weeks ago, I guess, when we went to 3 weeks ago, I guess, when we went to Five
Oh,
Guys.
yeah, I forgot
and,
about
and we
that.
were just like discussing where you can go, and you, Erica, were just like, I can take 5 Guys. We found out, yeah. Oh, we fucking not talking about the short that we filmed.
Yeah!
It's on our YouTube channel.
You guys
Goodcast
took too
Nation.
long to
Go
start
watch
an
it. Okay, bye.
accident.
Yes. It's called The YouTube Show,
Yep.
starring our own Big Wes.
Hello.
I think that video came out pretty good.
I
I learned
still haven't
valuable
watched it,
lessons
don't
about directing and how to do stuff that we will definitely be using in our future things.
Yep.
Like, for example, the boom mics should be in the direction that the person will be talking. That was one thing that we need to do.
Yep.
We should have had them switched, where Wes's was on one side and yours is on the other.
That's alright. It was a first try, and
Yeah.
it was an admirable first try.
I liked it.
And
It had its issues,
our
but it was
next video is going to be a little bit more ambitious, and I'm directing.
Well, it's whichever one we film first is going to be the next one. But yeah.
I'd like to film my next.
Okay, I'm fine with that. It's just,
And this is the one that
it's just gonna
stars
be
me,
whichever one
yeah?
we get done first, and everything lines up for it. You know.
Right.
I just want to be on fire.
We can do that.
Oh,
We
look
can
at
arrange that.
That's-
See, we
that's
can
what
arrange
I
that right
want
now.
my next one to be. Yeah. So I'm going to work on the script on that one.
The
And
one-
Casey sent me the script, and I want to play with it also, so we can.
The
do
one I wrote is the
Perfect.
only good one. So,
Yeah.
I got so many ideas, and that's the only good one. But it's coming out soon. Erica's the star.
Yeah.
It's good.
It'll be my acting debut.
There was some really funny moments in it that I wouldn't have thought of. All right, so you have one more thing to tell
I
me
have one
about.
more thing.
Yes.
I'm really interested in mashups now.
That's so.
Yeah,
Okay.
in which you mix together, if you weren't aware, 2 songs
Mhm.
Yep.
that you think have nothing to do with each other,
Yep.
but you can manipulate it in just the right way
Yeah.
to where it
It's
fits
called a
together great.
DJ, isn't it?
Sort of, except this is actually
DJ Casey.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ's good.
Okay. So you got one to play, right?
I do. I'm not sure how I'm going to make it work, but let me do a little bit of exhibition
Go for it.
first. Yeah. I thought of one before, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be good, but I mentioned it in a Let's Play I did a long time ago.
Really?
The song Slow Ride fits very, very well with the song that plays in Super Mario Sunshine when you're on the Sandbird and doing the pachinko machine.
Oh my god. Are we going to be able to play this?
That's not the one I did, though.
Oh.
That was just an example
Yeah.
of one I
Okay.
thought of that hadn't been done, and
Yeah.
if anybody wants to do it, you can do it. But the one that I did was I mixed Hathaway's What Is Love with the Pokemon theme song.
Again, are we going to be allowed to play this, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Mashups are done in such a way so that they aren't the same.
Okay.
Since it's 2 songs together, it's not one song or the other.
Okay. I'm just making sure the whole system's not going to be fucking shut down because of
The system is down.
the
Yeah.
system.
My classical music composition
Yeah.
video for stuff you probably wondered
That's so cool.
almost got shut down.
Really?
Because there was this orchestra that was like, we played that. And I'm like, okay.
So?
They found your stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good and bad.
Yeah, I know. And they're like, we want that taken down. I'm like, no.
Just because you
Yeah.
played it doesn't
This
mean
song
you
is
recorded
200 years old.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it.
But anyway,
That could have been worse.
Yeah.
it
That could have gone worse. There's a podcast I listened to, and they got a strike on their channel for the dumbest shit. It's the Amazing Atheist podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
Presence, which is amazing. He does a 3-hour podcast.
Those are great. I listen to
3
those.
times a fucking week.
Wow.
That's
It's insane.
nuts.
It's nuts, and they're funny. I
Well,
listened to one yesterday.
He has a lot to very accurately complain about.
Yeah, he really does. But they got a strike on their YouTube channel because for a misleading thumbnail, as in like it was just booms for clickbait, Although the thumbnail that they used was a picture of a chick that they talked about in the video, who's like an extreme feminist bitching about stuff. So it's like irony all over the gaff.
That's awesome.
Really
All over
bizarre.
the gaff.
But they tried to repeal it and YouTube won't do it, so they're just starting up a new YouTube channel called The Drunken Peasants.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to play this song as the last part of the podcast. So before we end off and I play that song, keep in mind that our YouTube channel exists and you can follow it.
Groupcast Nation.
Groupcast Nation is what it's called.
The nation is a little important. I've tried to find it just by Groupcast, and it's not. There's another channel called Groupcast.
Oh, that's alright.
That, yeah.
Yeah, the nation is important. You can search for us on Facebook, same thing.
It's
Groupcast.
blue. Find the blue.
Find
Go for the blue. Or the whiteboard
All
animation
blue.
thumbnails.
Stars in blue. And also at Groupcast Nation on Twitter. What else? Our
Groupcastnation@gmail.com.
Yes. That's our email address. If you have something interesting, or a project, or a business that you happen to like yourself and think that we would like it too,
Yes.
drop us a line. We could do an ad read at the beginning, because I like doing ad reads.
Yeah, that sounds
it's
like
fun. I did it for Lizzie's blog, and that was cool. But I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
So
We'll find stuff. You could have done that one again, honestly.
she said that I should, once she's done with her vacation.
Oh,
She's
yeah, I guess
doing-
that's a good idea.
Doing a bunch of, like, Europe stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Okay. Well, so let's play this thing.
In the meantime,
Goodbye.
for everybody here,
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
listen to the musical stylings and not quite completeness of this.